So Farid, thank you so much and good afternoon to you. And thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to another insightful session from you as well. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to you. Over to you, Ben.
Thank you, Kavya. I'll just share my screen. Yeah, is it visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. So thank you everyone for coming to listen to me. I'm one of the co-founders of ShareChat. A lot of you may not be aware about us, but we are an Indian language platform for people who have come online in the last 5 years or continue to come online in the next 5 years for the first time. And we help people discover content and other people with shared interests in their own language. As of today, about 1 in 4 internet users in India use ShareChat with over 130 million plus monthly active users. Now, we have seen a lot of people talk about ads today and how digital ads have been a game changer in many ways. Mr. Bhaskar from Google talked about how footfalls have actually converted into fingerfalls in this new world. And I believe that with a platform that is at 130 million plus monthly active users as of today, it creates an amazing opportunity for the first time for the Indian advertiser to advertise on a platform, to market on a platform which is completely Indian, which is as large as possibly any of your Western social media, and can provide the best possible targeting capabilities that are available in the market. And to connect it to my title, the fact that these users are from various parts of the country, the advertiser has to be able to create relevant and most targeted advertisements, and hence the advertisements have to be digital. They have to be mobile first, they have to be video first, and hence, and also because these people are from various parts of the country, they have to be hyperlocal. So I'll quickly talk about the ads that are available on ShareChat. So some of you might be aware, ShareChat is available in 15 different Indian languages, and about 70% of the time spent by users on the platform is on consuming videos. So, as a first thing that we launched when we started our monetization effort last quarter is that the ads that are available on ShareChat, they are simple. They are very hyper-locally relevant. They are non-interruptive. They are personalized, targeted, and they are language first. Like a Hindi user gets a Hindi ad, that's very common. But does a Konkani user get a Konkani ad? Not so common. This is something that we have worked on specifically for video ads for the first time for this internet user. Moreover, like we heard Suraj talk about how online is now taking, like online ads are causing commerce to happen both online and offline, and e-commerce spends are only going to increase in the new post-COVID world. And hence, in the last few quarters, we experimented a lot on e-commerce and created a special category of ads with server-to-server integration that gives almost a 2.5x increase in conversion over any other traditional channel for affiliate marketing or for e-commerce marketing. Few things that we have done which are pretty much common with every other ad platform, but because of the sheer volume of users that we have today, we have a very amazing brand takeover property, which, for instance, in this case study of Honor, we delivered 300 million views in just a matter of a single day. And that was because of the reach and the distribution and targeting that we have available on our platform today. And as we've been talking a lot about video, short videos are definitely the next big thing in the market. We already see about 50 billion plus video views on the ShareChat platform. And very recently, we've also ventured into short video applications and have launched an app called Moj, which is at about 50 million monthly active users already. It is not available for advertising as of yet, but it will be available very, very soon as well. Now, owing to the trend of content creation becoming more democratized and ads becoming more hyperlocal, more relevant, more creator-oriented, more influencer-oriented, we started working on a concept of branded hashtag ads, wherein a lot of user-generated content which can be used by the brand as a brand recall measure, as a strong brand recall measure, and maximize their reach and establish human connection with the consumer, was launched about 3 months ago in its full swing. And over 80% of our users, of our active users engage with at least one branded hashtag campaign every single day. So talking less about the products, but more about the certification. Yes, the first question that comes to mind is that when you are dealing with this first-time internet user, when you're dealing with a content creator who has not known the nuance or the idiosyncrasies of the internet society, there comes a question of brand safety and delivery. And ShareChat has taken certification of all the most relevant certifications available, like DAR, Moat, and Double Verify. And moreover, we have built in best-in-the-class, state-of-the-art algorithms that regularly ensure that the environment is not just safe for the brand, but also for creators and consumers. Moreover, we understand that the entire ad industry is going through a transformation where people are adopting digital ads for the first time. And we want to extend our full support to advertisers who are trying to come back to the market, trying to try out many new omni-channels, new distribution channels, new internet channels. And our team would provide every marketer with localization ideas, deepest form of analytics, and a strong platform understanding to help you get the best possible performance out of your brand ads. And with that, I would like to end my presentation and just leave everyone with one comment, that it is just the beginning of the digital ad era of the Indian internet. And we all have the responsibility to take it very far from wherever to wherever our dreams can even think of. And I don't think the US or China or any other internet economy has so much diversity, has so many challenges to overcome. And when we do overcome that together as an ecosystem, we would become a much better digital economy than ever before. So with that, I end my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Farid. That was a wonderful presentation. And in fact, we have a couple of questions for you if you can answer them. So Rahul Johar asks, what is the typical online sales channel contribution for FMCG food brands from the following marketplaces: hyperlocal, D2C, other e-com channels? So what is the contribution that FMCG food brands have?
FMCG food brands on e-commerce?
No. Channels, through D2C channels and through other e-com channels.
Well, I have not really had the chance to have a split of split of food from this. But I think what I can tell you from an headwind trend, that FMCG brands are continuously adopting newer and newer media to reach out to the last mile consumer. There is a major movement on Instagram already in place for D2C brands. And we ourselves have done a lot of new things to enable e-commerce, D2C e-commerce, using our influencers and using our short video platform. So while it is a very nascent stage, it is a very early stage for any kind of D2C e-commerce or an FMCG food brand to sell online, I believe the future is very interesting, because the supply chain that we have in India is evolving, and at a certain point, it will become at par with the best supply chain systems in the world, and it would be democratized. And so has been democratized the power of influencers and content creation and reach through platforms like us and WhatsApp and YouTube. So all in all, I would say is that while the number is very minuscule today in terms of FMCG food brands adopting these mechanisms, and it's majorly limited to tier 1 audience through Instagram. But the future is very bright, because the underlying infrastructure required for supporting such initiatives is only going to become more mature with every month passing.
Thank you, Farid. I think that was a wonderful answer. In fact, there is one more question for you. So Manavendra Gokhale asks, technology enablement in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Can you share more insights about this? How is this journey going to be for tier 2, tier 3 cities? Is it going to be similar to what we've seen in tier 1 cities, or countries abroad, or in the US? Is it going to be a different journey? What are the trends that you are seeing?
Right. So people adopt the internet the first time for entertainment. That's the most important thing that people adopt internet for, because people want to waste time. That's the first thing they do. But the second thing, then they realize that they also want to communicate with their friends, and that's why WhatsApp and a plethora of apps come in, and then people move to communication. We are probably there right now. And the third thing they adopt after that is e-commerce, because they have to buy something or the other, and probably that's what Suraj from Group M talked about before my presentation. But what's interesting is what comes after that, and that's the fourth and the fifth and the sixth level, where people start adopting internet the way people in tier 1 cities adopt. People start applying for jobs online. People start learning online. People start getting certifications online. People start doing jobs online. And I believe the fact that the world has gone through this horrendous epidemic, it has pushed us into a place where there is a lot more decentralization in terms of work. We will not probably see so many people coming back to Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai when offices open up, and that would push even more people to adopt internet for doing work, and that would probably be the sixth or seventh level. And alongside this, there would be a lot of people who would have graduated in the e-commerce pool, and they would have probably started doing a lot of recharges, booking a lot of tickets, and maybe we would see some sort of virtual currencies also floating at some point. Eventually, all of it would lead to a system which might not look like the US, might not look like the China, but would be a combination of the two with some very Indian nuances to it, and probably some modernity which we cannot envisage today. None of us can, because probably that technology is not available at scale. But when it is, it will be available equally in US, China, and India. So we will be a very unique ecosystem on our own. And yes, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 will play an important role.
Very, very insightful answer, Farid. And we've been hearing that the journey for India, tier 2, tier 3 cities is going to be very different from what we've seen in the US, in any other country. And with that, I would like to bring on to our next set of panelists. Thank you, Farid, for that very insightful session. It was lovely hosting you at